woman on March 8th. We do well to hear from them. Please give them a round of applause. We're going to hear from all of them. First, Tamika Mallory. Give her a round of applause.
Right. Ooh. How y'all doing out here? Okay. It's beautiful to be in Selma. This is not my first time being here. I've walked across this bridge at least 10 years, celebrating our history. On January 21st, almost 5 million people stepped out of their homes, stepped out of their comfort, and into the streets across the world. Not just in Washington, D.C., but all over the world. Some of the national organizers are here, folks who organize in states across the country and nationally. I want you all to give them a round of applause for the work that they did. A lot of new folks decided to join us, brothers and sisters, in the movement. We know that this movement we've been in for a very, very long time. We started out by coming to a place like Selma, Alabama, where we walked across the bridge and faced the Volcanas of the world. So for black folks, having to face Jeff Sessions and Betsy DeVos and Steve Bannon and Donald Trump is nothing new. We faced their uncles and their grandfathers in the past. People can learn from us. They can come here to get the knowledge of how we got over. Because what we did, resisting and fighting back all the way up until the Black Lives Matter movement, is an example of what we can all do together. We know too well what it is to be on a registry list, don't we? We know all too well what it is to be banned, to be mass incarcerated, and to be treated with such a level of disrespect. And so we welcome people to our movement. We welcome them to stand with us, to fight with us, and to use some of the tools that we learned on this bridge. Our representative and our brother, Hank Sanders, who worked so hard to put this together every year, said something last night that struck me. He said that we meet in Selma in the spirit of justice, of struggle, of commitment, and of sacrifice. And as we cross that bridge today, we are going to need to draw down on those commitments time and time again. That sacrifice of deciding on Wednesday, March 8th, that you as a woman in this country will not go to work to show your discontentment with what is happening in our nation. That is the sacrifice and the commitment that is needed in the struggle towards justice. We say that women have to get it right. That this nation must be led by women, and particularly women of color who know all too well what it is to stand up to the big beast.
That's right.
We're ready to take it on. Those 5 million plus women and men who supported us and gender non-conforming folks are ready to take it on, and we are all going to stand together to fight for racial justice, to fight for climate justice, to fight for reproductive rights. Because we know that when women rise, the entire nation will rise. When women are doing well, all of us are doing well. So our brothers and sisters, whoever doesn't understand our movement, you should not look at it as a threat, particularly our brothers, because you know we're carrying you on our backs. We've been carrying you for a long time. And so if you help us, if you stand with us, if you push us forward, if you ensure that women's voices are centered, the entire nation will do well because women are doing well. Thank you so much. I want to bring to you another sister, the one who made it happen. You know, when everyone was talking about we wouldn't get a permit to march in Washington, D.C., y'all heard the drama about the permit? We didn't have a permit. There was one sister who was never concerned about a permit. She knew we had gotten permits many times before. And then she said, if we don't have a permit, damn it, we going anyway. So she was never concerned. I want you all to hear from Janae Ingram, my sister in the struggle.
Y'all can do better than that for Tamika. I know that's right. They didn't have no permit on Bloody Sunday, and they ain't never asked for no permit in any other march. Exactly. So it's called civil disobedience, and it's a right granted to all of us. And so we stand here in this legacy of commitment toward justice. We marched, and we are going to continue to march, not just today, and we need you all to stand with us on all the days to come. We need you all to be with us on March 8th as we stand and we say we are not participating in the economy. So the three things that I want everyone to do on March 8th in a day without a woman: first, wear red. It's a color of love, of revolutionary love, and symbolizes the labor movement. So wear red, and I see a lot of you already have on red. The second thing that I want you to do, women specifically, do not go to work. Don't participate in paid or unpaid labor. And if you can't do that, make sure you have on your red. If you wear a uniform, put a red tie around your waist or around your wrist, or put a red tie in your hair, or somewhere that people can see that you are standing together in solidarity with a day without a woman. The third thing that we are asking for everyone to do not shop at all. And if you have to shop at a small or minority or women-owned business. Okay, I'm going to say that again. If you have to shop on March 8th, shop at a small, minority, or women-owned business. Okay, and then for the men in the audience, we are not asking you to strike. We want you to go to work. We want you to be in your place of business. And we want you to talk to your bosses. We want you to have the conversation with them about equity for women, about paid days off, about family leave, about pay equity, making sure that your women co-workers are getting paid the same as you for equal work. Those are the things that we want you to do on March 8th. We are asking all of you to continue to stand with us. Follow us at womensmarch.com. Figure out other ways that you can participate with all of the things that are happening, because we know this is not a sprint. This is a marathon. And we have a long way to go, but we know with every step that we take toward progress, we are achieving our goals. And so we are going to continue to put one foot in front of the other, and we are going to march toward justice the way we did across this bridge and the way that our ancestors did before us. We are going to put one foot in front of the other and continue to march on. At this time, I want to bring to you Tabitha St. Bernard, who led our youth initiative with the Women's March.